Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway. We've now been joined by Darrell Wallace Jr. to kick off our NASCAR Xfinity Series. Media availability, Darrell is the driver of the number 6 Roush Fenway Racing Ford. And Darrell, we'll just start. Welcome back to Tennessee.
Thank you.
We know that you are an avid volunteer fan, so I'm sure you fit in well here with all the Tennessee fans, but making your first NASCAR Xfinity Series start here at Bristol. You finished second last August in the NASCAR Campbell World Truck Series race here. Just talk a little bit about this track and you know, what are your characteristics here that fit to your driving style?
Yeah, I think this is exciting, like you said, to be back in Tennessee for sure. Always in Knoxville for the UT game, so the atmosphere is up this weekend, so the excitement level's up. Bristol's a grassroots racing track. It's short track. It's what we grew up on. I actually raced here since 2008 in late model stuff, so this track's brought me a lot of success, so happy to be back here with the Xfinity Series and the new team, Roush Fenway. So it's going to be an exciting weekend. I think our cars are turning around. We're showing a lot of speed over the last couple weeks, and hopefully we keep that running.
The average age right now in the NASCAR Xfinity Series point standings from 1st through 5th is 21.1. What's the youth movement right now in this series, and what does that mean for the competition?
It's huge, you know. It's everybody that you grew up racing against and some new faces. So it's exciting to see where the sport is heading with the youth movement, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. I'm trying to be the top young guy, but we got a little bit of work to do.
All right. Well, go ahead and take questions for Darrell if you have one. Please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation. And we will start here with Kelly.
Kelly Crandall from PopularSpeed.com. Bubba, we've talked a lot about your team, about Roush in general, the progress that's being made, but what about you? Have you liked this move so far? Do you feel like you fit in the Xfinity Series? What's the move been like for you these past couple months?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been a really smooth transition since the start of the season. It's really been just getting comfortable with everything, and I think our best race was Auto Club, which was really early in the season. I just messed up there and got in the fence early, so rookie mistake on my end. But this past weekend in Texas was another good one for us too. So just happy with the way things are going. It's just all about getting comfortable with the team and figuring out what Chad likes, and Chad's figuring out what I like, and we have to vibe there, and it's growing. I have a lot of fun with my guys, and Roush as a team is growing as well. So we got a lot of us great drivers in the Xfinity Series, and then we're trying to get up there with Cup guys. So we'll see what happens.
Do you feel like you're happy that you made the move when you made the move, and that everything seems exactly how you kind of, I guess, figured as good as it could be?
Yeah, just besides the fact we ain't got to win yet. That's about it.
All right, we'll come over to Kenny here.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Bubba, you guys have you ran Phoenix, which somewhat of a short track, but you don't run Martinsville. This is the first real short track you guys will be on. Any idea of what your short track program is like? I mean, can you kind of give an idea what you think, what your expectations are with that program?
No, not really. Chad has talked about how they were a little bit of a struggle last year, but the year before that they were pretty fast. So different things changed, tire model changes. So a few setup changes this time. They're going to come back with a little different package than what they ran last year. So we'll just have to see. This place is you don't have to worry about having the car having that sheer speed like you go to a mile and a half. You don't have to worry about that, but you definitely have to have the driver have the raw speed and see what we can do. But I guess we'll find out here at like 1:30.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is it more driver here than at a mile and a half or the bigger tracks that you guys go to?
It is more driver, but still the car is it's a huge factor in what needs to happen here. If you can't get off the corners here, then you're not going to be fast. So it's all about how you tackle it. I think that's where the driver part comes in, and being able to maintain that is where the car comes in too. So it's a fair balance, but I'm just anxious to see how we roll off here as you are. Yeah.
All right, we'll go to Chris, please, in the middle. Go ahead.
Chris, KnightCatchfence.com. piggyback on Kelly's question, the team came together relatively late in the season, or late in the year before the season got started. Are you surprised that the team has gelled so far as well as it has, knowing how late it came together and Roush adding another team with Sadler jumping over, and sponsorship appears to be set for you for the whole season, correct?
Yeah, I think everything coming late in the year is a reoccurring thing for me. It's been happening for like the last 3 years, so no surprise there on my end. But yeah, it's cool how fast we are gelling and vibing and getting used to everything. And like I said, I enjoy my guys. The guys are a lot of fun. It's a really young group of guys. Chad's I think the youngest crew chief I've had, so that's a milestone knocked off. But as far as sponsorship, yeah, we plan on we are going to be at Homestead.
All right,
Safe, home safe.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Stan.
Hi, Darrell. Straight ahead, Stan Creekmore. With everything you've said and with all the changes you've had this year, how close do you feel that you are to the point where you all are competitive enough to feel like victory is just waiting for you every time you go to the racetrack?
I think the last two showings we've had with Auto Club and in Texas, it gets you pumped up to go back to the racetrack. Like Kenny and I were talking about earlier, this is a short track, so first true one, so it's kind of like, okay, we'll see what we got here, but we know we can go back to, well, I don't know what our next mountain is, Charlotte, I think, and feel like we got a really good piece. So I think it's part of our habit and part of a driver knowing that we have a good shot of winning each and every weekend. So it'd be wrong for me to say I don't feel it this weekend. So we have to show up and bring that.
All right, we're going to go to Lee, please.
Lee Spencer, motorsport.com. Good morning, Bubba. When you look at the type of stable that you guys have in the Xfinity Series, you guys are so strong. How much of it is a catalyst to have guys like Chris Buescher and Ryan Reed and Elliott Sadler just to push each of you and make each other stronger? Yeah, that's tough. You know, having everybody there in-house and being able to talk to those guys, you really learn some things. So it's cool to be teammates with all of them, and the Cub guys will pop in every once in a while. You'll get to see them, but as far as the Xfinity guys, we're all really trying to work together and be top four out there on the racetrack. So it's really cool to see the three of us that are in the top five in points right now. Although you all know me, I hate talking about points. So it really doesn't matter to me right now. We're just out here trying to win races, and Ryan's already got his, so I think it's time for Chris, Elliott, and I to get ours.
All right. Any final questions for Darrell? All right. Good luck this weekend.
This is the
Thank
most
you.
I've had.